When I first started in practice 12 years ago, the far and away biggest problem that we dealt with was low back pain. Lately, with the advent of cell phones, with pretty much everybody that works at a desk job using a computer, we've just started to see more and more neck problems. So I would say now it's pretty much 50-50 the most common conditions that we see in the office. So I wanted to talk to you about the number one thing that is the most important when it comes to your neck health and your cervical spine health is the curve in your neck. So there are three curves in the spine. There's a backward C in your cervical spine and a backward C in your lumbar spine, and in your mid back you have a C or a kyphotic curve in your thoracic spine. But with your cervical spine, it's really important to make sure that curve remains intact. As that curve starts to straighten out, if you're looking at your phone a lot and you're bringing your head into flexion, or if you're at a desk and you're sitting hunched over, that can start to create flexion in the spine, which then decreases the curve. The reason why the curve is so important is because not only does it keep the head straight up over the rest of your spine so that it allows that weight to be evenly dispersed throughout the cervical spine, but it also takes pressure off of the discs, which are the shock absorbers in between each one of the vertebrae. Now, if these discs start to get smaller, and you can see that they're a lot smaller already than they are down in your low back because they don't have as much weight that they're responsible for. So there's a lot less room for error in the cervical spine than there is in other areas in the body. So when that starts to get straight up and down, that means the discs have to take more of the pressure, especially the discs down here at the base of the cervical spine, which is the C5, C6, C7 area. So a lot of people that get tension into their shoulders or pain down into their arms, those nerves are coming out here at the base of your cervical spine, and a lot of it has to do because that spine is straightened out and a lot of the pressure is being put at that lowest point of the spine straightening out. So if we're able to reintroduce that curve, it allows that head to come back into place and it allows the weight to be redistributed. So when we see people come into the office that have said, they were in car accidents 10, 15, 20 years ago, sometimes even acute problems, they'll have lost a lot of that curve. And what happens is the arthritis starts to set in, because if these joints aren't moving the way that they're supposed to, or if there's too much pressure being put on a place that it's not supposed to be at, the body will say, well, if it's not moving as much as it should be, it must not need to. It'll start to lay down bone there. That's what creates arthritis, or those bone spurs. If those happen to be formed around an area that the nerve is coming out, it'll press on that nerve. It'll start to create pain to wherever that nerve runs to. And with your upper cervical spine, those nerves run into your head, your eyes, your ears, your nose, your throat, so it can create a lot of symptoms that people don't always correlate with their neck pain or with chiropractic. In the base of the spine, those are going to start to create shoulder problems, trap problems, and even down into the arm and into the hand. So make sure that you are getting checked out, and that you make sure that you've got that curve remaining in the spine as much as possible. And if you have any questions, contact us, or you can leave a comment below. And if you found some value, make sure that you share it with others or tag somebody who might be dealing with this. We'll talk to you next time.